So really, I mean, other than, you know, how you heat your house and the car you drive, the single most effective thing an individual can do is recycle to save energy. The way we used to run our program is what we call source-separated recyclables. So we required individuals, when they go to a recycle drop site bin, to sort their clear glass in one compartment, their green glass in another, their plastic bottles and jugs separately from your tin cans, and so on. This new facility allows all containers to be mixed together, and because we were doing that, it allowed us to add many more kinds of plastics, and it allows us to sort them more efficiently and process them better. Especially with the stimulus grant funding, you know, the grant funds were looking for job creation and energy savings and climate change reduction. And the beautiful thing about recycling is that it meets all of those so well. There's a wonderful statistic related to jobs in recycling. Okay, so this is one of those like gems to share. For every 10,000 tons of material, if you throw out 10,000 tons of material, it is one job at a landfill. One. If you take those same 10,000 tons of material that are fully recyclable and recycle them, you're creating 10 jobs. 10 times the number of jobs, same material, it's all on what you do with it. And one of the really neat things about this expansion is that it's all used equipment. There's a facility in Wisconsin that was upgrading, and we literally took it all apart, put it on about 20 semi-trucks, and trucked it all the way through the UP, over the bridge, and it sat in a warehouse for a year and a half while we designed and constructed a building to put it in. So we purchased equipment that actually serviced a population of about 500,000 people in the Green Bay, Appleton area. And so there is unlimited potential for growth in this region, for volume, for, you know, more counties and more kinds of recyclables. And for pennies on the dollar, we were able to purchase very used equipment, but very sturdy equipment that we have since refurbished, put back together, painted in glorious bright colors, as you'll see, and it's serving our population really well. So this is what we call our tipping building. This is where the recyclables are tipped before they are processed. On this side we have a conveyor in the floor that the containers get metered on. They rise up here and they enter into our processing building, and you'll get to see how those materials are processed in there. So he's metering that on the line. That allows the material that comes onto the sort line to be of more of an even depth. This is our pre-pick station, and what they're pulling off here is anything that might cause a problem with the system later on. It's the first opportunity if there's anything that we consider garbage or unrecyclable gets pulled off here. So what's going on here is this is our main feed conveyor leading right to the baler, which you'll see when we go downstairs. And on either side we have two contained sorting areas. So this is where they're sorting all the different paper types by grade. Well, that's the negative feed where the paper's falling over, and so that door was lifted and that paper is feeding up and into the baler. And what an air classifier does is it blows air up and over, and all the lightweight stuff, the plastic and aluminum, gets carried off and sent over to this sort line. So this is the baler. It's considered an auto tie horizontal single ram baler. The one that's going in for phase 2 is a 2-ram baler, and the grant's actually paying for the refurbishing of that baler. These are the bricks of the tin cans, and these go to East Jordan Iron Works, and they're turned right into fire hydrants and drain covers, manhole covers. So this is a whole filtration system we had designed for us for this facility, and the grant paid for that. So we would not have been able to do that otherwise. Each of these bales weigh about a ton, and so you have about 30 tons on a truckload. So you start thinking that recycling really doesn't make a difference. It's a lot of material. We have about 20 people in our department, and almost all of them are in recycling. So we are now in a bale warehouse, one of several we have, and this is where the bales are staged before they go off on one of those 3 loading docks. There are trailers in here every single day that get loaded up with many tons of material, and off they go directly to the factories and the mills that turn them into new products. Plastics get turned into many different materials, but our number one and our number two plastics get turned right back into bottles and jugs. Right back on the shelf is laundry detergent bottles, cleaning bottles, and so forth. What's under construction right now? So what you can see here is the remnants of our old recycling facility. We took out our old baler. We are preparing the foundation for a new 2-ram baler to go in. We extended the conveyor pit. We filled it in here, so these are all modifications that we're seeing right now to our old facility. And then the baler is being refurbished. It will be put in here, and then this will be our second phase, handling the really difficult to recycle materials. He can say, see the tire guy over there, and that's the visual. That's where you go to drop off your tires. And the tires are turned into athletic flooring. We work with the only Michigan company in the state that turns it into athletic flooring. A lot of the other art that you've seen, all of it is designed and created by Rich Brandstrom. He's a found junk sculpture artist located in Rapid River in the Upper Peninsula. That is his primary and sole occupation. He travels art fairs. We do commission him to create these works for us. So people really, I think, have fun with them, and they just give us a little character, give our program a little character. And it's also a very visual reminder that don't throw it out, there's something to do with it, and that's why I love his work so much.